So, welcome to the Mudblood podcast, and I would just give a massive shout out to our main sponsor, who was always around, Mister That Praise Guy. So, how's it going, everybody? Hope you're all well. Welcome to the Mudblood podcast. Apologies in advance, or maybe behind now, that we haven't been around for a couple of weeks. Obviously, been out and busy, and sending Willie messages. He's been busy. He's not been able to come in. So I'm here. We're back again. We've got a podcast for you. Whether it's one less or one more, it's still happening. So we're here anyway, and it's a fucking great day to be fucking doing it because we are on April Fool's Day. The day.
No, we're not.
We are?
Oh, is it April Fool's Day?
Are you joking?
No, it's... No, it is.
Are you serious?
That was me trying to do my April Fool's. No,
Was that your April Fool's?
No,
It wasn't April Fool's?
Yeah.
Well, it is fucking April Fool's. Did you put anything up this morning, April Fool's?
I didn't even. I'm not as savvy as that. I didn't even remember it was April Fool's Day.
Well,
did you?
There's the what?
Did you?
Oh, I knew it was April Fool's Day today. I was meant to do a whole post about the whole Arnold Schwarzenegger thing the other day because everybody was like, a lot of people didn't know it was AI.
I thought it wasn't.
It was done very well, but
fooled
that
me.
picture was actually the tour I done with the guy from Gas Monkey.
Right.
So the American car guy. So we just put the post because everybody else. But there's so many out there that you don't know if it did or not.
And
I used to do a bit about Arnold Schwarzenegger
yeah.
because I knew that he lived here when he was first bodybuilding. Did you know it?
No. And I haven't heard you saying this before.
Have you not heard this bit?
No.
So I done this like fucking way at the start of my thing because when I used to train in Centaur in the town, which was a gym in the town in Allen Street,
Right.
the guy that owned in there, he was friends with your man that brought Schwarzenegger here. And it was like the late 60s, early 70s. And that's, see the photograph, you see him holding two girls outside the Telegraph building.
I haven't seen that. Let me look
Right.
that up.
So he lived with the wee woman up in the Castlereagh Road.
Right.
So he was like 18, 19, if even. And he was a European bodybuilding champion. And a guy from East Belfast, he brought him here. So that was like the early 70s, late 60s.
Oh, I see that. Yeah.
And he lived here. So the bit that I used to do about Schwarzenegger was, imagine if he stayed.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, in all odds, the fact that he was that size, more likely he would have been a peeler. Or eventually he would have married somebody from East Belfast and he would have joined an orange band and all.
100%.
Do you know what I mean?
100%.
So it was like, so the bits I used to do was like, he would have been a peeler or he would have been in the Orange Order and he would have been beating the drum and he would have been, no surrender, 1690.
I'll be black.
Do you know what I mean? So that was the bits I used to do about him.
That's what 1966 that photo's from.
It was the
It's
60s.
not mental. Like that he's that age.
He was only a kid and he was a bodybuilding champion, but your man from here brought him over. And because I know where I seen it, it was like a TV program in the 90s, no, like on ITV.
Yes.
And it was one of, I don't know, maybe it was, I can't remember what it was on, but they brought this wee old woman from Belfast on, and they were like, which one of these is true? Arnold Schwarzenegger lived in Belfast with this wee woman, and that was the one that was true. So that's how I knew about the story.
Yes.
And she was like, he moved over here, was a friend of mine, was a bodybuilder, and he brought him over, and he lived in my house with me, and he was here for 6 months or something.
That's mental.
Lived in Belfast. And then he's back now getting a doctorate. But everybody was putting the photographs up, all the different businesses and stuff, so then I put that one up. And there was people that clicked on it was AI, but there was other people, so that's my fucking April Fool's Day and letting people
I know.
it was
Because I'm giving off about my dad not realizing about AI things.
Oh, and
If
he's posting things and saying,
But I was bad because I didn't realize that was AI. But he keeps posting ones up and it's like AI videos of like fellas outside Tesco's. No, it's like it's AI people like, but
what they did.
they're going like, I went in there and tried to pay with a £20 note and it told me it's cash only.
Oh, it's card
just-
on.
Or it's card only. Is this not a legal tender? Or blah blah.
And mum and dad's giving off about it.
Blah. He's going to say they're trying
They're trying to
keep
get us
track
out.
of you.
It's all machines.
to. So
April Fools, probably best April Fools that ever got played to me was Heskey got me one. And it was the whole annoyance of it all. It was like, so he had given me a couple of tips for horses and they had come in.
Oh, aye.
And then
Perfect.
what happened was I was in Bircher Road getting stuff. I was working on building sites at the time. And he fucking rang me and says, "Where are you?" And I says, "I'm on Bircher Road." And he says, "Can you get their bookies quick?" And I was like, "Why?" And he says, "This horse is going to fucking romp him. Fucking 10-1 shot." And I'm like, "You joking me, man? I'm telling you now, it's going to win. Just get your money on it." And I run out of the builder's yard and run across Bircher Road, near get knocked down, run into the bookies on Bircher Road. William Hill was.
Hmm.
And I burst through the door and two girls behind it. And actually, one of our girls was one of our Jackie's friends. And I bust through the door and she was like, "What's the matter?" And I says, "Quick, quick, get me on this horse." And when I think about it, it was like 11 o'clock in the morning. They wouldn't have been fucking running at that time. Do you know what I mean? They don't run until about fucking, 12 o'clock, 1
Aye.
o'clock. And here's just, "What's it called?" And here's me, "Today's date is." And the two of them fucking busted out laughing, and I went, "Bastard!" Like, full on got me, full on. I was one of them ones he wasn't even there to fucking witness it, so he didn't even see. Like, I fucking run in the builder's yard, run across the fucking road, near get killed, run in to get this fucking bet on, thinking I was going to win money, and I just remember standing in the bookies going, "You stupid fucker!" Like, I felt fucking shit, but. It is. Have you ever got a good one like?
When April Fool's on? No, I don't think so. It's funny though. We say about them AI things as well. When we went away to that matcher, like,
All the things about that.
but your project was making all AI photos of us all. But the first one he done, he got carried away with it. But the first one he done was actually quite funny because he took a photo of me because we got delayed for like 2 hours at the boat in the morning.
Really?
Yeah, it was wild.
So you nearly didn't make a match.
We were cutting it very close. Still made it in time to go to Brazen Head for 2 pints, but like we were delayed 2 hours before we got on the boat, and so we're sitting on the coach and we're fucking, melted. So we kept making wee trips over to the terminal, getting wee coffees or whatever, going to the toilet, going for a walk. And one of the times your project took a photo of me, but then put it in fucking Grok or something and said, make it that he's getting arrested, and he went over to my daddy and showed him the photo.
Would Dad believe it?
My dad bolted off the bus and started running towards the terminal.
I didn't see him.
Oh fuck.
Well, who thought you were getting lifted?
He actually thought I was getting lifted, and Patrick put it on too. He was going like, I don't know, he was fighting with some fella, and then they grabbed him and pulled him away.
My dad's very gullible, but
I know.
like you could get my dad dead easy. Do you know what I mean?
But we were pissing ourselves laughing. It was good, like.
But AIs get worse for that.
Oh, I know. It's so believable. That there photo, it looked very legit. Like the peelers had like wee Stanaline jackets and on.
I've done a couple of things with the AI, like, and got people like change me things and all. Like, got a mate of mine and I put him in like a Nazi outfit and showed it to everybody else, and they believed it. Like, they thought genuinely he had done it for Halloween, and they were like, "That's fucking bang out of order." Like,
yeah,
is that what he done? All I'm like, I swear to God. And they're like, "That's shocking." It was funny. Like, it just shows you people believe. Like,
that's like, but that's the other thing. Now you can go like, "Oh, it's AI." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And some people might be able to get away with things now because they can say it's freaking AI. That's what Andrew tried to say.
The thing about it, Prince Andrew.
Aye.
Oh, he's not called Prince anymore. You can't call him that. It's just Andrew.
But that's what the funny thing is. He changed his name. So not he.
Do you know he's living in a caravan now?
Is he? No, he's not.
He is living. Google that. That is not.
No
even a
way he's
joke.
living in a caravan.
He is living in a fucking caravan on the actual fucking land. I swear. I shit you not. And if that's not fucking, you just see it. Honestly, it was up the other day, and that wasn't the. Can you not Google it?
I tell you, it used to be a royal.
Can you not? Can you not Google it? No.
Oh, I can't.
See, look, it's not even Prince Andrew. Andrew Mountbatten living in a caravan now.
But that's the thing. Now he's not. He hasn't got the. He's
Titles?
Mountbatten Windsor now.
Yep.
He's not Andrew Windsor. Where like so he's got the Mountbatten added to his name, but like the take away from. But what's worse is that Mountbatten is also involved
pedo?
in the King Cora
They've
stuff.
done that on purpose.
That's
I think that's the whole point of it. I think they're putting that so people can see.
Let me see. Oh, yeah.
Prince Andrew
Loves a second-hand caravan.
loves his second-hand caravan. Like that's not even a joke. Like talk about falling from grace. Like
It's a nice caravan, like.
it is a nice caravan. Do you know what? If the praise guy had that up, you'd buy a ticket.
100%. It's got one of them wee nice.
It's got the big bay windows and all
and
the
the, and
front.
the and the freaking the new patios.
Jackie's gonna be driving a transit next.
There's a Rolls Royce parked outside it.
A
Like,
fucking Rolls Royce beside the caravan, but it is a nice caravan. But he is living in a caravan.
that's mad. Ah, you can see it. Oh no, here like. It doesn't look as glamorous in the other photos. We're looking at the show photos.
The only photos I seen was from up above.
Ah, you can see like aerial photos of
Yeah.
it here, and there's two vans parked outside. The Rolls
He's
Royce must have
tarmacking.
just been the
He's
showroom.
tarmacking. You gotta be Jack Russell.
That's wild. Yeah, it's a Willerby too.
It's a Willerby. It's
They're one of the good ones.
well, he's still he's not in the fucking streets.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean? Which could be the next fucking thing. I think they would try and take him out, you know? Be a lot easier.
Aye, because
it.
what else is he gonna?
Caravan's easy to explode. Do you know what I mean? The
Aye.
gas was left on. Wasn't used to living in a fucking thing, doing for himself,
I'll be dead obvious, like
wasn't it?
I'll be dead obvious. But I don't know. Surely he's a risk. The old elites, like,
Oh, fuck, they're going to take him out. There's no doubt about it.
cause like
Something will happen to him.
he's
Something will
lost
happen.
everything now. So
He-
like,
We'll see. He'll fall down the steps of the caravan or something, break his neck.
aye. Did you see?
Scott Mills, what about that?
I know. I still don't know all the details around that.
Nobody does.
I just saw like
But listen,
it's a case from like 1987 or something, and
but listen.
that's wild.
You're not getting fucking put off the BBC because you fucking had a parking ticket and you didn't pay it.
BBC have a bad track record, like, don't they?
It just gets worse for them.
The stuff with Andrew, did you see they started that SNL UK?
Yes,
Started
I
last
haven't
week.
watched it, but everybody's saying it's brilliant.
You know what? I was going, freak's sake, it's just going to be an Americanized
Yeah,
thing, and because I actually like SNL.
and
but-
Jamie Dornan was the
He was the guest on this week's one, but it was actually fucking hilarious. Like,
everybody was saying it was
it's
really good.
it isn't just all American.
The only one I know
style
on it's
stuff.
Laurie Dean. We done a shared show like in the Barlands last year for the
Right.
Glasgow Festival.
I don't know which one he is now.
She's the one with black hair.
Yeah,
So he is a comedian. He's the only one I know.
there's that fella Paddy Young. He's like a London comedian.
Oh, I don't know.
I
him.
see. I see his videos quite a bit.
I
so
didn't see it. Is
I
he
reckon-
on it too?
Yeah, I recognized him. But they
Is he
done-
Irish? Is he? Paddy Young?
he must be Irish descent.
Right.
But he's got an English accent,
Yeah.
like. But yeah, he would do a lot of like sketches with. Do you know your man Ed Knight?
Nope.
No.
I'll have to go on Google
Aye.
and see.
But
I have to go on what Saturday Night Live. I just haven't had a fucking minute. It was
Yeah.
obviously it was gigging. Where was I on Saturday? Oh, Newcastle. So last week I had to go to the gout hit me.
didn't.
Fucking Thursday. Gout's back. Middle of gout's out tour. So went and got my bloods done 2 weeks ago because the doctor found out I was off my tablets and I says I'm not taking them no more. And I went and got my bloods done and my levels is way up to near 500
Well, I just stopped taking the tablets.
because they're bad for your liver and your kidneys.
Right.
And I don't want a liver transplant. Don't want to
Mm.
come and ask you for one
Aye.
because you've two, haven't you? Two kidneys.
2 kidneys.
1 liver.
Mm-hmm.
And give me half of your liver.
Mm.
But yeah, so and the levels is way up, and then the gout flared on Thursday, and I had to get on the plane, so went up to the airport. I fucking hobbling about the airport. Get over till Scotland, done a fucking class show in the Armore, sold out.
It
They've
looked
recorded it.
unreal.
What?
It looked unreal.
It was
I
unbelievable.
can't wait to see it.
Absolutely, the tour's flying. Absolutely flying. Everybody's loving the show. It's really found its feet.
Because first night in the SSC, you were just sort of going for it.
Yeah.
Whereas, are you?
Nah, I know where it needs to be and what
Yeah.
people are after, and that I've got the stuff where I found its place. There's actually two shows out of the one show. The amount of material. Because we're doing like an hour and 15 to an hour and 30 minutes,
Yeah.
which is mental. But yeah, so we've recorded Lauren and we've recorded Glasgow, so we have 2 shows there and we have 2 things, so it's pretty good. And then I went to Aberdeen, not so good. Aberdeen wasn't so good. Aberdeen wasn't so good.
Where
The
did
show
you-
was good, but it was just that was the only one that hasn't sold out.
Did you play in the casino this time?
Might as well. No, we played in Breakneck, but I think because it was an early show, there was people bought tickets and everything came. I think they probably turned up later on that night
Mm.
because Aberdeen don't come out until late. I'm not normally on until about 9 o'clock, half
Yeah.
9 in Aberdeen, whereas it was on stage at 7 o'clock.
Aye.
You know, and it started to fucking snow, so I drove through the night because I had to get an 8 o'clock flight, and literally fucking on the sofa in fucking Carmel.
Oh.
Yeah, because there was no point in using a hotel in fucking Aberdeen because the snow was on. I had rented a car, so I just went and sat on the sofa until I needed to be in the airport at fucking 6. So yeah. So it was one of them ones. It was a bit mad. Then came back, done Newcastle. Newcastle was a great show as well. Leanne McCurry done support. Absolutely fantastic. Everybody's loving her. Shout out to Leanne. Well done. Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
No, she's storming it at the minute. Every gig that I've got her for, people are like, "Who is that?"
That's just brilliant.
She has. I think with Leanne, I think what the thing is people think she's a culty, but you forget she's from a city. She's from Newry.
Yeah.
So she has that culty element to her, but she's thing, and she's no whole bars. Very, very good. Yeah, so Leanne done support, and that show went brilliant. So that was last week, and then obviously we were doing the recordings.
Aye, it was a bit mad, wasn't it?
I was wrecked.
I was busted. I needed to go to
The shit.
the shade. I went in the Curly's. I never see the wee massage chairs.
I was
I-
actually thinking about getting one on there.
Oh my god! I sat in the massage chair. I just kept tapping my phone, laying on it because I was going.
It really was strenuous. Like it
Fuck
was 2
me.
days of like people don't see it, but
Mhm.
I'm looking forward to seeing what it's like.
Yeah, they're going to be
I
coming
think
out
they're
soon.
good. Like I do. Like
Yeah. that'll be good.
and then obviously the pizza one went out, and people's loving that there, and
Aye.
and
And
seeing-
tell us what you think of like the wee video series we're doing, and
yeah.
you
Well,
know.
I mean, the whole point of the video series, it's sort of like years ago, the BBC were talking to me about doing On the Tools, which was
Yeah.
the shows that I was doing.
Mhm.
And I sort of had this idea back then, and we never really done anything with it.
Yeah.
And I just think it works because people are nosy enough that they want to know what businesses are like.
Yeah.
And I would say the pizza crew done all right out of that video.
Oh,
I
yeah.
would say a lot of people ordered food,
Yeah.
you know, that didn't know of it, that didn't already use it.
And we didn't get paid for that one.
No,
like, or
no,
we
we
just-
went in voluntary and just I approached them and was like,
just
I
thought
go
it'd
and
make
do
an
it.
interesting video.
Yeah. So there's quite a few that we can do. If anybody watches this and they can think of one that they would love to see me go and doing, or give me a shout, or any
Yeah.
businesses even want me to come in, and
um,
we can do the videos in it and do it. There was something else that I seen online that I wanted to talk about. I mean, obviously all that shit's going on at the minute with the war, like.
Aye. I don't think there's anything interesting we can say about it. You know what I mean? Like, it's giving our take. You know what I mean?
What on the war?
Aye.
It's not even a war now. It's just fucking. It's like a big game.
Yeah.
Fucking, that's all it's like to me. It's just a big fucking game. I do think that fucking they didn't realize how fucking advanced fucking Iran were.
Mm.
I do like.
Or where they just don't care. It's just war for war's sake. Like,
I don't even think it's. I think it's just like blow a wee bit up, blow a wee bit up, blow a wee bit up. I think it's a bit sick, like that. Fucking they've brought in the death penalty and fucking in Israel for fucking Palestinian prisoners. That's a bit fucking sick, like.
yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
But I mean, if there's anything that people can think of, there was something that I seen. There was a story that broke, and I was like, we need to fucking talk about that there. And I was trying to think of what it was. Fuck's sake. Genuinely wanted to talk about it on the podcast. And I was like, fucking that story there. It was a feel good story. Because every fucking thing that was going on at the minute. But yeah, so the tour's continuing. And London need to have a word with you. You need to fucking buy tickets. It's I've
London
never
going
played this
slow?
what?
London going slow.
London's going slow, which normally it doesn't.
What's the new venue?
Top Secret Comedy Club.
Oh, yes, I heard you saying about
So
it.
I haven't played it before. Normally we've played like Leicester Square Theatre, and I'm not banned from there, by the way. Just I had a bit of a fallout with them because they changed the time of the show the last time,
Right.
and there was a train strike. So people missed my show because they got the times wrong. They put the times out wrong. So
That's right. Maybe London's pissed off with you now.
Maybe
So-
London is pissed off at me. Maybe it is. But you think about it, if you bought tickets to my show and the times are changed, I get to blame that.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean? But yeah, so
The thing I was going to say, that SNL thing, right? They done a sketch on Andrew, which was quite good. So the way they framed it was that Andrew was an MI5 agent, and in the 90s, like they went to him and said, "Look, Charles, after getting divorced from Diana, is now like one of the most unpopular
monarchs.
one of the most unpopular monarchs, and one day he's going to be king. So we need to improve his approval rating because
By making you out to be a cunt.
so we need everybody around him to be a cunt." So we've got a plan for you, and this is what you're going to be doing over the next 30 years to make people hate you. And he goes, anything for the country, and then he's starting reading through the file, and he's going, "Do you have to do that?" And they're going, "Yep, it's important." What about this financier guy? He seems like a dodgy character. Oh no, he's really important. You have to, it makes it out that he
hasn't been a paedophile all along. He's just been playing a part with Jeffrey Epstein just to make Charles look better. Do you know what? It's not too far fucking fetched. Do you know what I mean? If they were going to do something, they would fucking sacrifice somebody. I mean, they've always done that. There's always been people. That's quite funny.
It was good.
So what does Jamie Dornan do on it?
So he's every week. It's taking the same format as the American one, so that every week there's a guest host and a musical guest. So the guest host will do a monologue, and they'll introduce the show, and they'll explain what is going to be happening. It's sort of like the MC for the program.
Get you?
And then
I've seen the American one where Steve. Do you ever see the one with Steven Seagal on it? Fucking
and
awkward
he got
as fuck.
banned.
Awkward as fuck,
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Eddie Murphy obviously came back.
Yeah.
And done Saturday Night Live. Which, have you watched the program about him?
About Eddie Murphy?
Yeah.
No, I've never.
On Netflix.
No.
You forget how fucking talented he was.
He was he made that show
But the whole thing, I don't think there's been anybody like him, and I don't think there'll be anybody like him again. So he was a stand-up, and then at 18, 19,
Yeah.
went straight into Saturday Night Live, and then from Saturday Night Live went straight into movies, and didn't even made one movie which was 48 hours later.
Yeah.
And then went straight into making fucking Axel Foley. What's it?
Beverly Hills Cop.
Beverly Hills Cop. And then everything he touched was
Nutty Professor. And
But it's not even that. He went from just being a comedian to Saturday Night Live, the movies. And then when he get into the movies, but he was the main thing about it when you watch the program is that at that time he was because he was black, and they were like there was no it just showed you how talented he was that they didn't let that stop him.
Yeah.
And he was like the first black fucking main movie star and everything.
Yeah.
And but he was so talented. And then when you see all them movies like that, he done all the characters in them, and you see how long it took him to get into fucking makeup to do all the characters, and
Yeah.
look brilliant. I hated when they brought out Coming to America too,
Why?
just because it was that good. The original,
Aye. That's one of my favorite movies. Like, I
it's
love
so
Coming to
hard.
America.
That and Trading Places,
Ah, Jesus Christ! Yeah.
like, was fucking amazing. And then he just stopped everything. Like, that's the whole thing. But he says he stopped because he was getting so. Whenever Saturday Night Live made sketches about him and about his movies being that bad now,
Aye.
and he sort of went, well, fuck this. He sort of fell out with everybody, but then he came back and done the special. And then they were saying about him, like, stand up, because he only done like 2 main specials in stand up, and they were great.
Yeah.
But he's talk like what he was
Eddie Murphy Raw, isn't it? Isn't that
Eddie Murphy Raw, and then there
That's
was
like that's one of the biggest
because
specials
he came out
ever.
in the red leather, and
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? Which, if you look at it, you think fuck, but fucking everybody thought it was class.
Yeah.
But even like you had all like the comedians like Dave Chappelle and all them and so on talking, and they're like, "There's nobody's been like him. Like he was that good,
Mhm.
no matter what he done." And then he talks about being a kid, and he watched the TV. Like, they only got a TV at a certain time, and he says he watched TV, and he was like, "I'm going to be on TV." Like, he knew from he was 5 what
Yeah.
he was going to do, and it's just how big he became, and it's saying that he may go back to stand up, but he says he would love to come back to stand up with 2 puppets, and one as Richard Pryor, and I forget who the other one was. Oh, Bill Cosby. So he says he's going to come back and do a stand up special with the 2 puppets. So he has Bill Cosby and thing. But he says like at the time Bill Cosby and stuff was giving them shit
Yeah.
because he was a big star back in the day, but then the way that turned out with Bill Cosby.
Freak. I know. Feels like less and less now. You can actually freaking every person you mention, you go, oh fucking then that happened to him, and then so
Do you think it was the year? Do you think there's pedophiles now that are famous and they're like, fuck, I can't do nothing?
Or do you think if you're a pedophile, you're a pedophile, but like, do you think those people? Do you think a lot of it is like more so the industry, like all this seedy stuff was happening and they've got like pushed into it, or like it's like because you hear a lot of that, the
Entrapment, you mean?
yes, it's in like they get people to do stuff and then they film it.
Yeah,
or
I mean, you can be entrapped in something, but you have to be into it.
I know.
Do you get what I mean?
So how is it so prevalent? If it's so not prevalent in normal society, like,
But is it? Is it?
is it? Well, that's the thing, we don't know. People hate
I
it.
genuinely
Adam?
think it's a bigger thing than people realize.
Yeah.
And like somebody said to me before, if you have a street of 20 houses, there's going to be at least 2 in the street.
Well, if you straight to 10 houses.
There's at least 1. Law of averages, do you know what I mean? But I do believe that there's something there, and I think that there's a switch or there's something in the brain's not working there.
Yeah.
And I just think that now with social media, things can't be as. It's like people go, racism's coming back really massively, and I'm like, racism has always been here. The difference is now it's highlighted. Oh, it's terrible, women's violence at the minute. It's always been there. It's just not highlighted.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? And I know that because there's things that fucking weren't highlighted when I was a kid that happened. Do you know when you're going, well, fucking that wasn't highlighted. You were just told to just not say nothing.
Yeah.
There's an awful lot of mental health fucking problems at the minute. No, there's always been. Just wasn't highlighted.
Kids didn't have autism when I was younger.
No.
They did.
They did. Everybody, you were just a wee bastard then. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I think that's I think that's the way it is.
What about did you see the Louis Theroux documentary?
I haven't watched it.
Ah, jeez, like
I haven't. The
it'll,
Manosphere.
it would piss you off, like, because it's all of that. It's like all these wee shits that they're just making money. You know what I mean?
Listen,
At the end of the day, that's the whole reason behind what they're doing.
listen. See if you have somebody that's in something, they're in it for the money or the ego.
Yeah.
Tommy Robinson is in it for the money.
Yeah.
He's living in Spain now, which I think is insane. He talks about a free Britain, to not have nanny, this and that and the other. And he don't even fucking live in it anymore.
No.
And he says he moved to Spain because of his safety.
He doesn't even have. I don't think he has a British passport. He has an Irish passport.
Yeah. Do you know, it's insane. And there's a local guy here that's starting to go down that road. And it's all to do with egos.
Aye.
That's all it's to do with.
He's getting involved with him, isn't he?
Yes.
Which is mental.
But he's tried everything to get famous.
Aye. So this is just the latest thing to get famous. Yeah.
If you can get likes on your page, and the amount of people that's following people doing it is fucking insane.
Yeah.
You know? So it's mad that you can get people to go behind you and create something like that.
Yeah.
Behind fucking racism and all this.
I'd say you'll probably not get the chance to watch that Louis Theroux thing, but see the gist of what happened.
I'm scared to watch it.
Why?
I'll only get annoyed.
I know, because you're sitting there, you want to slap them like when you're
I'll
sitting
only get
watching them.
annoyed. Plus, you have kids, and that's
Yeah.
what they're going into. And if you've sons, they could be sucked in by it. If you've daughters, they're going to be mistreated by it. So
Yeah.
that's what I don't like about it. So I don't want to get annoyed and don't want to all that
Yeah.
shit. Do you know what I mean?
The gist of like what I took from it was that like they are all full of shit because they don't even believe the shit that's coming out of their mouths. Because like there's one of the fellas that one of his big things is that he's going. It's a common thing for most of them that they all believe that like men should be able to ride whoever they want, you know, but women have to be married.
Women have to have morals, but men don't.
Yes,
Is the gist of it?
because like that's not the way men are built. Men are meant to have multiple sexual partners and blah blah. They have all this bollocks like research that isn't even real.
Mm-hmm.
They've just made it up.
Yeah.
And then
There's no men in white coats that are standing beside them agreeing with them.
no,
Yeah.
they're just saying, "Oh, research," and then they go, "What research?" And they go, "Never you made," you know. And so Louis Theroux goes up to one of them, and says, "Here, your wife's here, isn't she?" And he's like, "Yeah, yeah." And he's like, "Here, do we chat to like all of us?" And he's like, "I don't know about that, don't know about that." And he's like, "Ah, come on, sure." And then like they start talking, and he goes, "Right, so you happy enough?" Like he was saying that to me when we were talking, just the two of us, said like he's gonna like
Have multiple partners.
marry somebody else, you know, in like the next couple of years. And she's going, "Well, we've never really talked about that, but no, I wouldn't. I don't think I would be happy with it." And he's going, "Well, that's not exactly what I said. Like, you know, I was." And you're going, "See, there you go."
Only when it suits.
And then it's all of them do something similar. Like there's one, and he's from like England, and he lives over in Spain because he freaking
Makes that much money.
makes that much money, but also he was like getting away from like a driving charge, right? So he like
Why do they all have a criminal record?
yeah, that's what it was. Like he was living over in Spain because he,
And there's
like,
nothing wrong with having a criminal record, like, just to let you know. There's not, but
it's a common thread for us.
yeah.
But so he's living over in Spain and he's sitting talking about like saying all these things about women, right? So he was going like, "Oh, if you make porn and all this here, you're filthy and you're disgusting, and we lads shouldn't watch porn because it's stinking and like." Blah,
He said
blah.
this.
He said this, right? You shouldn't watch it, and
Yeah.
girls shouldn't be making it. But on his website,
Is
it's
that advertisements for it?
it's porn,
Yeah. Right. Okay.
and he is like a manager, like he owns an agency
that has
that
clients
is,
that's involved in it.
and that's all it is.
Right. Okay.
It's a porn agency.
Yeah.
And so he makes money off it, and
It's
then goes
it's-
about.
do you know, they're like the modern version. These guys, these man influencers, right? I don't know what category are they in. What would they be called that they are?
Influencers.
Influencers into like male dominance, right?
Mhm.
Would that be
Yeah,
fair in saying
yeah.
that? They're like the modern American day pastors.
Aye.
Do you know these pastors that
aye.
had the big churches?
100%.
And they're
I've said
telling
this.
people-
I've fucking said
This is
before.
all they are.
Yeah.
It's just that they don't have a big church. What their church is social media, and they're on it, and they're able to.
That's mad. I had the same thought.
Because when
See-
you look into them guys, they're like taking everybody's money and they have the big church, and then it turned out they've about 50 Rolexes and private jets and 25 cars, and then they're caught doing drugs. It was like, do you remember The Mirror? Did you ever see that program?
No.
The Mirror in America, who was a heroin addict.
Oh, I've heard about that story. Yes.
Like it's sort of like when people are in the end positions of power, it's, you know, when people get pulled, at the end of the day, a human being's a human being. But if you're not practicing what you're preaching, I'll give you a wee stupid example of it. Getting on the plane last Thursday, and a girl and fella approached me and went, "Really can't believe you're not in speedy boarding." And I said, I used to have the EasyJet Plus, right? And I had speedy boarding. And the amount of shit I got about speedy boarding because I'm working class and I'm at that. I don't even pick my seat anymore. I used to pick 1F because there's a plug. It's the only plug in the plane.
Right.
And if you have it, it's for their vacuum.
Fuck off.
And if you have an American 2-pin Apple adapter, you can charge your phone.
So it's an American plug.
It's 2 prongs because it's obviously you can't have 240 on a plane.
Right.
So it's 110 voltage. So you need the American adapter, right?
What
And
a
it's
hack.
nobody knows about this. And I used to book 1F because of this. There's a wee flip-up plug on the plane, EasyJet, and you can plug your phone in. So I used to book 1F because I had a phone charger.
Right.
It's the only plug on the plane. It's for the vacuum for cleaning it.
Is that for the old school seats?
1F,
and the black
1F.
the new black seats?
1F. And it's down on the ground. It's on the ground. You pull up a wee fucking grey flap and the plugs are, right? People don't know about it. So this is a fucking bit of fucking... This is the hack that I haven't told anybody about because I didn't want people booking the same fucking plane as me. But if you need a plug, there's only one plug in the plane and it's right there, right?
Yeah.
And so I used to book that and people used to say, fucking sitting up the front of the big seat. It was no bigger. The seat's no bigger. So now I don't even pick my seat. And I normally end up in between 2 people. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And coming back on Saturday morning, there was a bunch of girls coming over from Glasgow. And they had their hairs and rollers, but they all had fake tan. And the smell of fake tan.
I can't hack it.
It is fucking, who out there can come up with I mean, there's nice smelling creams and stuff. I wonder why it's so smelly. Is it?
What? Why has there not been a product?
Why has somebody not come up with a fake tan that smells fucking good?
That's $1 million idea. Look.
Isn't it?
No.
That's the fucking future.
Yeah.
Isn't it? The fucking fake tan. Have you ever put fake tan on?
No.
Like your wife I'm talking about.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no fellas out there that hasn't fucking had to
Yeah.
put the med on. And
Yeah.
I hate it. I hate putting fake tan on somebody.
There's ones that are better than others.
Do you know what I mean? It is fucking... I don't
Get
like it.
Get Be Perfect Brenton on the phone.
Is there... Be Perfect Brenton. Where are you, Be Perfect Brenton? Here's it. This is the next fucking thing. Be Perfect, sweet smelling fucking tan. That's it.
What would it smell like?
And if it smelled like candy floss or
Nah, it has to be something
chocolate,
chocolate.
does chocolate really have a smell? Not really.
Not really, but like Lynx had that whole thing.
Hot chocolate.
There's a Lynx chocolate. What does it
what's
fucking
brown
smell
and
like?
smells good? Well, it's not shade, right? But I think the worst thing about fake tan too is when you can see it, like it's like orange. Do you ever see like an ankle that has a oh fuck? Do you ever see like a girl and it's like
It's a bit trippy.
"Ugh," and it just like it's like an orange color. It's not even.
Oh, not even the
Do you know what
brownie
it's like?
color.
Oh, it's horrible.
Aye.
But the smell of it too. But there were six in
Always
front
get
of me. And the fella sitting next to me too was sort of looking at me. And I was going, that smell. And he was going, what is it? He was an older man. And I says, that's fake tan. And he was like, oh, fuck. And I was like, yeah. It was horrible. And they were nice girls. I'm not taking away from the girls. And I understand why they had to fucking wear fake tan. They were coming to Belfast one night or whatever. Hen do whatever they were doing. But the smell of it was fucking revolting. So that's the next thing. Come up with a fake tan that has a thing. Nice smell.
Yeah. And book 1F on the flight.
Bread. If it smelled like bread, bacon or something.
Bacon? Oh, no,
Not
definitely.
bacon.
Oh,
Like a bakery. Like,
right, yes.
do you get what I mean?
No, I was thinking like a woody smell. Like a
Like a
like-
barbecue. Wood smoke. Wood
Yeah.
smoke fucking tan.
looks like they just got burnt.
Strawberries. Strawberries is
Strawberry,
nice.
Yeah.
Cherry. Cherry's nice. I like the smell of cherry.
Or just like flowers.
Nah, you see. That's no, because then you're like a disinfectant. Do you know what I mean?
Sephora.
Sephora. Sephora. What do they call that new shop?
Sephora.
Sephora.
I'm going there and fucking get
Should do a
Christmas
video-
presents for
should
her.
do a video
That's
working in there.
Sephora.
Most of the people that got jobs in it, they're all busting to get jobs in it because it's such a big deal. And then now they fucking hate it because all they're doing is stacking shelves. You know, like girls that
Aye, yeah.
traditionally came from a makeup counter or stuff. This is all they're doing because it's just constantly, it's just that busy. They're just stacking shelves on it. It's not even the way like they thought it was going to be.
What about all in places, you know, like English and American brands that are coming over here taking our jobs? No, but they're like coming over and all the hype and people are queuing to get into them. Could you
Mhm.
be annoyed?
Well, queuing up,
Yeah.
I get the hype. I get the hype. Back in the day, we queued up for nightclubs and used to be freezing, standing in the rain and concerts and stuff like that. So I get why people queue up.
But I get that with nightclubs and stuff. Like, because you've dedicated your night, you went, right, Cracks night, he's on tonight. We're going to a box and all our mates are going there. You have to queue up if there's a queue, you know, because you've dedicated the night, that's what we're doing. But see people queuing up for a coffee, don't get it.
I think if you want something, I think if you create demand and stuff like that, I get it. It's pointless. Like I queued up for the Lego shop because of the kids.
Yeah.
They wanted to go,
True.
so I queued up for the Lego
With
shop.
kids, it doesn't
And I
matter.
think it
that's
was
what
an
they want,
hour
like.
and 10. I'll tell you, when I first got my first house, I queued up for the next sale, Boxing Day sale.
Aye.
We had bought a house and we weren't moving in until February. It was our first house. And everybody says they would give us money. And we says, right, well, we'll go to the next sale. So what happened was, Andre at the time bought me a PlayStation 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. And a Grand Theft Auto, would that be right?
Yeah. Aye.
Face City.
Yeah.
And I sat, so she gave me it on Christmas Eve, and I played the PlayStation 2 right through until, like, I think it was 11 o'clock on Christmas night. And then I went down and stood in the queue for next opening. And then Andrea landed down with her sister's man, her sister-in-law and stuff who was over from America. And then, so I was right at the front. And then we went in so I queued up for that.
Aye.
And we got loads of stuff for our new house.
What's the worst thing you've queued for?
The worst thing I've queued for,
Or the most pointless thing?
probably something in Disneyland. When we went, the queues were 3.5 hours long.
Oh fuck. To meet a princess or something.
Do you know what? See the meet and greets? I didn't mind queuing up for that because the kids got so much enjoyment. But there was a couple of the rides that we queued up for, and I was like, well, that was fucking pointless because it was like 30 seconds.
Aye.
And you queued up for 3 hours.
There has to be a better way with Disney now. Like,
Well, my
doesn't there?
limp's great for it
You
because
just
we
go,
got a fast pass without having to get a fast pass. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
But yeah, that I remember
The
waiting.
tattoo helps.
What?
The tattoo
The
helps.
tattoo helps. I didn't have that tattoo yet, but it definitely helps now. Yeah, that would help. Queuing up for the Eiffel Tower.
I know, but that's you.
I'd already
You
done
have
it,
to do it. Oh,
but then I queued up with the kids.
yeah.
Waiting for fireworks is a fucking nightmare because you don't know what's going to happen. Like the fireworks,
There's gonna be fireworks.
it's going to be fireworks, but you don't know how long it's going to last.
So
I've been to a firework display that, like, everybody was waiting, and it lasted 5 minutes, and people were like, "That was 3 hours of waiting for 5 minutes."
yeah.
But I also think when you see the fireworks at Disneyland, then fireworks everywhere else is shit.
That
I seen the fireworks in Disneyland New Year's Eve in Epcot.
I've only seen the
2016
Paris.
going into 2017.
Oh.
I've never seen anything like that. Now I've seen the ones in Paris. I've seen the ones in all over all the different parks. We stayed for fireworks every night, but the New Year's Eve fireworks in Epcot, I've never seen anything like that in my
Really?
life. That was something else. That was proper fucking. That's a one-off job. Like,
Yeah. Oh, see, I've only seen the Paris ones, but the worst thing I ever queued up for was a pint of milk.
when we got snow up in Lagmore one time, right?
Yeah.
And you know why when we get snow in this country, everything goes to a stop, right?
Yeah.
You couldn't drive. And here's me, I'll go down to the shop and get milk and bread and whatever. So I sat off, got everything on me, went down. And when I get down, the queue to the Spar on the Stewartstown Road was right out the fucking door. So my neighbour at the time, Paul, he was coming down too, and he went, "Fuck that, the queue. That's just because everybody's just here fucking first thing in the morning." And Beckett's was open. And he was like, "I'm going to get a pint." And we went down and had about 5 pints. And I came out and he says, "Go and check a queue now." So say this was at 10 o'clock. I walked out at 2 o'clock and there was no queue anymore. And I was like, "The queue's away." And he went, "Right, come on." And we went to the shop. And the shop was empty.
Oh,
There was
fuck.
no milk, no bread, or nothing. And me and him a couple of pints, but we ended up actually right down in Tesco's in Dunmurray.
You're the dad went out for a pint of milk and
And
never
didn't come
came
back. So 2 o'clock led to fucking 5 o'clock.
No.
And I think I got in about 6 o'clock from Tesco's. Now I went to 10 o'clock to get milk and fucking bread.
Mm.
So they were in the house all day with nothing.
Fuck's sake.
Oh, I was.
I'm sure you got a bollocking.
That was one of the fucking ones, like, and there was no escape
Aye.
because it was fucking snowing, so you had to just stay in the house and take it. But I was like, go out and get a fucking card of milk.
Aye.
What's the longest you've went out and says and you didn't come back?
Fuck, I'm not one for that, like, for doing that. I'm bad with work. I go right here, I have to go down to work here, I'll be back up at 4. And there's been times I don't come home till 10 o'clock at night. or
Yeah,
11
no, well, I've
o'clock
done
at
that
night.
in work. Done that in work.
But, no, now I'm a fucking melt when I go to a shop because I forget what I'm getting. No, just like the normal shop, wee small shop. Like, I go in there and I go around the first aisle and I get fucking distracted by something, and I move on round past, and I go round. I do maybe about 4 laps of the fucking shop before I've got everything I need, and all I needed was like a pint of milk and a fucking loaf of bread.
Was coming home from work Good Friday, and I got my dad to drop me off in the town to go in 1987. This was
Right.
I says, "Drop me off. I'm going to go and get stuff for my Easter clothes." And when I got off, I met a mate of mine from school that I hadn't seen in 2 years,
Mm.
and he was going to Liverpool, and I went with him.
Fuck.
I didn't tell my ma, and I didn't have a mobile then.
Fuck.
So he was going to the flight, and he says, my mate was meant to go. He says, so we went over and done the name change. It was like 60 quid. And I went to Liverpool with him on Good Friday, and I came back on Easter Sunday night.
Fuck's sake.
or Easter Sunday afternoon.
Did you let them know when you were over there?
Who?
My man and dad?
No,
What the fuck?
I know. Ask my mum about it. She went fucking mental.
Jesus Christ.
She near killed me when I came in.
That's why.
Went to get me Easter clothes on the Good Friday. Didn't come back until Easter Sunday afternoon.
A mate of mine went a mate of mine went to a concert in Liverpool and never came home. Like
Ever?
well, after a couple of years.
She stayed for years.
He went over just to go to the concert and he was staying in his mate's house. And his mate was like, "Here, you cook, don't you? Like, you can cook food and all." And he was like, "Oh, yeah." And he says, "There's a wee job going in that cafe." And he just stayed.
Is he home now?
He's home now.
Has he got a Liverpool accent?
No.
Did he ever have one?
No, he didn't even. Because he stayed out there and then he stayed that long that the mate that was living there moved back home. He was still staying. And he was working out there. And we were going over to play a gig. It was the first time we played Liverpool. And we were going, fuck, do we even know anybody here? Is anybody even going to turn up for us? And we're going,
He turned up.
and we were like, oh, fuck, Hing still lives here. Like, give him a text and see what he's at. And we texted him. We were coming in on the boat, 6 o'clock in the morning. And we texted him. We're like, "Here, Dom, you still living over here? We're playing a gig later." And he's like, "What? Is are coming over?" He says, "What time? When he's here?" And we were like, "We're docking now. We're on the boat." He says, "I'll walk down and meet you." We were like, "What, now?" And he's like, "Fucking now." He's
He's
like,
just glad to see you.
he was like, "I'll meet us here at this." So we met him down at the docks. And he was like, "Man, I'll get my mate to open up his cafe."
Get you something to eat.
And he got the cafe open, got us all fries. And then we says, "We've not even got anybody to support us later on. I don't even know if anybody's going to come." He says, "I'll ring all my mates, get you a crowd. And if you can get me a land of a guitar off somebody, I'll play before it."
Oh, did he play music?
And he
Oh.
played music and all. And he said, "Because I haven't played since I've been over here because I haven't got a guitar." And he played that night and he was unbelievable, supporting us. And he says, we were drinking with him after, and he says, "No, everybody I talk to here know, like, it plays in the bars. They're earning twice as much as you do back home." He says, "I've even met ones from back home
Coming over here.
that come over here. They get a flight in the morning, on a Friday morning. They do 3 gigs Friday, 4 gigs Saturday, and then
Fly
head home
home
on
on
a
Sunday.
Sunday, and they've earned their month's wages." And he says, "So I need to get out at it." We were like, "Go for it, mate. You fucking done brilliant last night." And then we came back a year later, and he was like, "I'm not working in the kitchen anymore.
Playing music.
I'm just flat out full time playing music now." And he was doing that for about 2 years, and then I think he met somebody and came home,
Is she from here?
and she's from here. So.
And she took his guitar off him. And now he doesn't play music. He's back working in a cafe, is it?
I think so, actually. Yeah.
Fuck's sake.
So but I was mad. He just went over for the weekend
Random.
and just never came home. Well, eventually after a
There's
couple
some
of years,
good stories like of people going places. Do you know what I mean?
I couldn't be. I'm not as free spirited as that. Like, never have been to do something.
To just go.
To just go. But the like, back to the queuing thing, the pint of milk that I got,
Mm-hmm.
it was
Was it worth it?
no fucking way. And see,
But
when,
if you make hype about something, people.
it was during COVID, right? And before we had Liam and all, right? Because during COVID, you drove yourself mad, like, because you'd fuck all to do. And there was a TikTok going about of this milk vent machine in MAILEY. And
A milk vending machine.
a milk vent machine. It was on the side of a road, of a country road
In Milleil.
in MAILEY. And
Which is how far away from your house?
about 40 minutes.
So you weren't allowed to go any further than 20 minutes away from your house, but you went 40 minutes
went
away from your house to get a carton of milk from a vent machine.
Yes. And when we turned
Because
up,
of the hype?
they were like, "Oh, it's the freshest milk. It's great." Blah blah. We turned up.
Was this at a farm?
Yeah. But it wasn't on the farm. It was down the road from the farm.
Yes, but the farm came up with this.
Yes. And
It was like paints out of the back of the van.
and but only you had to drive fucking 40 minutes and then wait in an hour and a half long
Was there
queue.
blood in the milk?
No.
So it was
didn't-
pasteurized then? No.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
An hour and a half we queued
For
Ju-
milk?
just to go up and buy the milk out of the vending machine. And then we went down and sat at the water and
Drank your milk?
drank the milk. And I was like, it's just milk. Like, it was just milk.
You could have went down to the shop at the corner of the street and got the same milk.
But like the rest of the day made for a good day. You know what I mean? We went to Donegal and like
You went to Donegal Day. That was a good day.
It was a good day. Donegal Day's nice.
What's nice about Donegal Day?
I don't know, the houses are nice. And
The houses are nice.
The buildings are nice.
The
and
houses are nice. The
Yeah.
houses are lovely in Donegal Day.
and like the wee harbour and all's nice in Donegal Day.
Right, okay.
During COVID, I done a lot of it. No, going to wee random towns
Right. What was the most random town you went to that you were surprised at?
that I thought was
That was class.
Ballywalter.
And what do you like about Ballywalter?
It was quiet, and there was a nice wee cafe in it.
And what was nice about the wee cafe?
That it was quiet. It was chilled out. The wee chips were nice.
The thing about it,
Um,
if you find a quiet cafe, it's not going to be around for long.
Ah.
Because if it's quiet, then it's no customers.
But it wasn't so much because it was done bad food, or it was because in Ballywalter. So like fuck all people. on it.
Whitehead, have you been to Whitehead?
Whitehead's gorgeous. That was one of we ones. We maybe went to Whitehead 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
And it's still
Shout out to Willie G Tattoos. He is in Whitehead.
is he?
Yeah.
I oh so he is.
We tried
Beside
to-
the train tracks.
Yes, we
Yeah.
tried to get food in Whitehead one time and couldn't get in. because
Everything's closed until
The
late.
houses and all its class on it. It's a
Aye,
nice
the
wee-
ones in the front of water.
It's like a nice wee hamlet.
It's a lovely place to
Do you
go
know
for a
that
walk.
Ballycastle's voted the best place to live in the UK? I had to say that looking at the camera. Ballycastle.
Ballycastle.
You can't afford a house in
That's-
Ballycastle.
My old manager has a house in Ballycastle.
So it's
I
like,
went up and stayed in it.
and when you think about it, it has everything you need in it.
Yeah, the co-op, couple of bars, chippy.
Have you ever been to Rafflin?
I've never been to Rafflin. I'd love to go to Rafflin.
That's the next video.
Aye, we'll have to go to Rafflin.
We'll do a gig in Rafflin and we'll stay overnight in Rafflin.
Aye.
We'll go and see the puffins.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know they just culled all the ferrets on Rafflin? Because
What, they were eating the puffins?
they were eating all the birds.
Mm. Did you see the squirrels are making a comeback?
What ones?
The red squirrels?
Well, they're the native ones here. Do
Yeah.
you know the grey ones were brought in from America and
Aye.
fucking wiped out the red ones?
So the
But if you look at the grey squirrels, they've red in their hair.
see, bit of bucking going on there.
Bit of mixture. But yeah, the grey squirrels bullied the red ones out. So the
Mm,
ginger squirrels are coming back.
that's
Have they
typical.
reintroduced them? Is that's what happened?
Yeah. So over the course of 30 years or something, they've repopulated.
Do you know
Place.
Leganeel, why it's called Wolf Hill?
Because that's where the last
Wolf was
wolf
killed.
hound was, or the last wolf.
Last
in-
wolf was killed on that mountain, apparently.
Yeah.
So they're reintroducing wolves. Have you seen they done that, like in America?
What, they've reintroduced wolves into the wild?
Yeah.
No.
Have you not seen this?
No.
So they reintroduced like
They're about to
wolves,
get relegated too.
and they're like, we need to reintroduce wolves and stuff, right? And then they're like, these wolves are like fucking, because there's all these deers and wildlife that never had to worry about wolves
No, they're
because
fucked.
they've been away for so long, and they're just like,
Why have wolves gone extinct? Oh, because
what's the
of
predators?
yeah. So why would they go extinct? Then I think it's
Man,
because of
farming?
domestication.
Yeah, domestication, like
Of dogs.
farming, and so they wiped them out because wolves are fucking smart and they needed to get rid of them because they were eating livestock and a nuisance.
That's like the dingoes in Australia,
So
isn't it?
dingoes are like a wolf, aren't they?
Yeah,
Yeah,
They're just a big
They're not a domesticated dog. They're
yeah.
a wild dog. But yeah, so they've reintroduced them, and then they're going like, oh, fuck, 'Cause they're just like, going mad, and these animals are just standing going, what the fuck's that coming? I've never seen one of them before. Fucking bang, fucking eating it. Do you know what I mean?
Aye.
But they're talking about reintroducing them here.
Fuck. Back the way we fell. I'm in trouble.
Like an eel, a couple of wolves just sitting in the tub, looking down and going, I'm constantly know where we're up to.
So we've that's what we've hills for, but leg and eel is in Irish is lag and eel, which is the hollow of the lame, just because.
Quarry.
Yeah.
So there's a big quarry up there.
Mm-hmm.
And lame. Is it limestone up there?
Yeah.
Because that's what the Antrim coast is, limestone.
And see, Limestone Road, I think gets his name not because there was limestone there.
Mm-hmm.
It's because that was the start of, I think, the rail. I think there was like a railway line that started there and went up to the quarry.
There we go.
So I think that's where all the rocks from the quarry would have been like delivered to. And then that's also where the workers got transported up to the quarry.
I remember somebody saying to me, why was the quarries always in mountains? Yeah, well, it is. But it's mad because they're talking about Elon Musk, right? And him doing the whole thing with Mars, right? And they're saying that he is doing it, saying that he's trying to re-inhabit another, like Mars and stuff like that.
Terraform?
I don't think he's doing it for that.
What's he doing it for?
I think he's doing it for mining resources that we're lacking here.
Yeah.
I think that he's either exploring for oil and fossil fuels or like diamonds and gold and stuff like that. Because there's planets, it's just that.
Oh, aye.
So like it's like all the stuff's out there.
Yeah.
And it makes sense because he needs some of that stuff like cobalt and whatever they need for cars and mobile phones and all that.
Yeah,
there.
like
that's what I think he's doing.
Yeah, the zinc supply, I think,
more
is
than trying to bring people from here to fucking live in Mars. Like.
Nah.
You're saying you didn't even fucking want to go to Liverpool for fuck's sake to live? Would you go to Mars to live?
No.
How much money would you have to be given to be the first people to go and live in Mars?
Ah, fuck.
Would you have a price?
Not so much a price, but if there was a pub and a chippy and a Chinese.
Like your mom from Yummer Road? Did you see that clip?
No.
Have you never seen that?
What?
Google man Armour Road.
Oh, the fucking...
I can't even get to the chippy. I can't get a Chinese. I can't even get for a pig. What's all this?
What's all this?
It has to be the fucking best of all of them. I think that's the best clip of the fucking Troubles.
Yeah, it's because it's the best representation of who we are.
His life is so disrupted, right? It's not about his freedom. It's not about anything else. It's about three elements: paint or a fucking takeaway. And I can get none of the three of them. Man has got his priorities.
Put me under
right.
curfew all you want. As long as I can
I
get...
don't give a fuck about the Troubles. I just want a paint or a Chinese or a fucking chippy. And if I can't get all three, I don't mind, but fucking two of the three needs to happen. It was fucking hilarious. I love that. So what are we on?
I think that's another.
There we go.
Yeah.
Well, folks, thank you very much. I'm wondering, should we just stay on this live and take a few questions off people on here?
Yeah, if anybody has questions,
Then we'll
go
do
for
that.
it.
So
Yeah.
we're going to do some questions on the live here. If you just want to put in questions, we'll answer them on the live, and we'll also do it as a Patreon, and we'll put it out.
Aye,
Yeah.
go for it.
So thank you, everybody, for watching the Mudblood this week. From me and our Sean, happy Easter. I hope you have a great time. Apologies for having no podcast the past 2 weeks. Just been flat out busy. And we'll see you all soon. Keep watching the Mudblood. Keep her lit.
I feel electric when you Oh.